And now we go for an exclusive behind-the-scenes peek at the writer's room of the battery-operated Magic Toupee as they present the very script for this very show. Okay, boys, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Boys! We go on air in 1 hour. What do you got?
I'm a little, what if, sketch about, like sometimes people leave stuff on top of your desk and you come in and you say, what's this? Somebody's left something on top of my desk. And you don't know who's leaving something on top of your desk. And we could have a whole comic thing come out of that.
Boys! One of you gotta have something. What about you?
Well, I was gonna come up with something funny. I even wrote a note here. Look, write something funny for tonight's show. But I put the note over here. And I usually read the notes from over here, so I didn't know that I needed to write something funny for tonight's show, and I got for tumbled and flustered, and I need a nap.
Okay, what about you? You look so doofy. Doofy face, you gotta have something funny. Nothing. What am I not paying you assholes for? Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Screw you, writers. We don't need you. We're gonna improvise the show. We're gonna take our great comedy talent and we're gonna improvise. Okay, let's get on set. Yes, where's the script? No script, boys.
No script.
Can you have a script? Without a script?
No script.
You gotta have one.
Go on without script.
No script.
You gotta have one.
No script. We're gonna improvise.
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 But how do I improvise?
Improvise.
Well, what if you give me a script with what I should be improvising?
Trust yourself. Just make it up. Make up some comedy genius shit. Okay, let's get rolling. Okay, get in places. Hit record. And action. Come on, boys, improvise. Do something. Boys. Boys, we're taping. Just improvise. Look, here's the situation. You're in a diner. The waitress has just passed wind as she passed your table. Go. Boy. Boy. That waitress sure left an unpleasant, funky smell. Yeah?
Yes, a smell.
Yes, a smell. Oh, for God's sake, cut! Oh, just rerun an old episode. Nobody listens to this crap anyway. Just rerun something old. They'll never know the difference. It's a battery-operated Magic Toupee, blast from the past rerun. The battery-operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. Journey to dimensions of existence even more moronic and idiotic than ours.
alternative universes of such stupidity that we've constructed the battery-operated magic toupee. Warning! The following comedy is intended for mature audiences and for those not easily offended. If you're of a delicate disposition and offend easily, for example, if we refer to you as a silly cunt, we recommend stop listening immediately, cancel us now, and fuck off. And off we go to the battery-operated magic toupee control center. Control center, engage. Multi-dimension navigation calculated. Multiverse circuits on. Battery-operated magic toupee. Initiate connection.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The battery-operated magic toupee, the podcast. Welcome, radio fans, to the next thrilling adventure of Sid Bunyons, Private Eye. My name's Bunyons, Sid Bunyons. I made a mistake. I ate lunch. Having a full stomach was a bad idea, as I didn't know my latest case would turn out to be...
The case of the putrid enema bag.
Ooh, a case of putrid enema bags?
No, the case of the putrid enema bag, not a case of putrid... Anyway, Chapter 1, The Wet Arse. The night was dark. That's because when it's nighttime, the sun isn't up yet. A businessman casually walked home from the club. He was careful with his wallet, he was careful with his gold wristwatch, he was careful with his gold ring. But he wasn't careful with his arse.
Who's that? Is somebody there? No, stay away with that. Whoa!
I was called to the scene of the crime. The victim had been given a massive chocolate milk enema. It was the second most disgusting sight I'd ever seen. The first most disgusting sight involved a politician, a high court judge, and a cow patch shaped as a man's wee-wee. The remains of the chocolate milk enema were splattered across the road. The chocolate milk would probably never be drunk again. Officer, have you examined that nauseatingly soiled enema bag for fingerprints?
No, sir.
Well, I think you'd better examine it carefully. There could be important clues.
Well, no, you go ahead and pick that up. I'm sure you'd be much better at examining that soiled enema bag than me.
No, I think it would be best if you did it. Good experience getting your hands dirty. You examine
No,
it.
please
No,
take
I couldn't. You go ahead.
No, I insist you examine it.
take the enema bag.
No, please, examine it.
No, I
you
insist. Take the enema bag.
No, please, take it.
Take it.
Take the enema bag.
Take the enema
Bunyons,
bag.
Take the enema bag, please.
Take the fucking enema bag. 5:07 a.m. It was 5 hours later. The crowds of onlookers dispersed. The victim was taken away. The sun was beginning to rise upon the scene. No, I couldn't. You do it.
I couldn't. You
No,
do it.
please. Don't
No,
just
you
take
examine
it. No,
the
just
enema
take
bag.
it.
No,
Take
I
the
insist.
fucking bag.
Take
No,
the
take
bag.
the enema
Take
bag.
the
Will you
bag.
take
Take
the enema
fucking
bag?
No, please, take
No,
this.
please.
Take the
Just
enema.
take
You
it.
take the
No,
enema
just
bag.
take it. 10 a.m. Captain Newsbomb, the forensics expert, arrives on the scene. Captain, what's the word from forensics?
9, you'll pick up the bag.
No,
No,
you do
examine
it.
the enema
9,
bag.
I
No,
insist.
I insist.
9, you'll
I
pick up the bag.
insist. You do
Take
it.
the bag. Take the fucking enema bag.
It was the third enema attack that week, each following the same grisly modus operandi. The only clue was the enema bags themselves, all manufactured by British Enema Limited, branded with the howling rhinoceros logo. I arrived at British Enema Limited while they were viewing their latest commercial.
Are your enemas lacking sparkle and excitement? Though there's nothing wrong with a good old mixture of soapy water in your enema bag, why not try something else? Something that put a feeling of life and razzle up your arse. The next time you have an enema, try adding scalding hot tea and lots of crushed pepper to the enema. British Enema Limited. Enemas for a cleaner and regular Britain.
What did you think of that, JB?
You young kids seem to have missed the point. We're selling enemas, by gum. We gotta make it big. We gotta make it part of the public's awareness. I want people to go into a restaurant and say, waiter, I'll have a melon as a starter, a filet mignon steak for the main course with potatoes and broccoli, a chocolate mousse for dessert, a cup of coffee, and an enema. I want people to go into their neighborhood pubs, order a pint, a bag of crisps, and an enema. I want everybody in Britain with one of our enema bags stuck up their anuses. We gotta make the enema sexy.
Maybe there's a Detective Bunyons here to see you.
Bunyons, eh? Send 'em in.
As I approached J.B. Reynolds, the Enema King, I began to wonder, could I earn money by selling product placement in my detective voiceover monologues? For example, as I approached J.B. Reynolds, the Enema King, I thought fondly of the pizza I ate the night before. It was a pizzazz pizza. For the best pizzas in town with that special pizzazz, only pizzazz pizzas can do. And for this month only, the delivery boy will give you a handy wankadoo if you order 2 or more pepperoni specials.
Detective Bunyons.
Mr. Reynolds, before I begin the formal police-type questioning, I have an important question.
What do you want, Bunyons?
Do you think British Enema Limited would be interested in buying product placement in my detective-like dramatic monologues?
I don't think so.
They could be a most effective sales tool. For example, as I approached J.B. Reynolds, the Enema King, I began to think of last night's enema and remembered how I thanked my lucky stars it was a British Enema Limited enema bag with the trademark howling rhinoceros logo. Their jingle haunted my mind. When your tummy aches and is cramped, And your a-hole is as tight as a noose. Shove a British enema up your arse to get your sphincter rubbery and loose.
Absolutely not.
And now may I carry on with the questioning? Now then, Mr. Reynolds, I'd like you to look at this photo.
Holy underwear! Where did you get this photo?
We have our sources. Can you recognize the subject in that photo?
Of course I can, Bunyons. How can I not recognize this member of the royal family?
What?
Yes, it's one of the royal family.
No, that's a photo of one of your enema bags.
No, Bunyons, it isn't. It's one of the royals. There's the ears, and there's...
No, that's definitely an enema bag. There's the spout. There's where the water goes in.
No, it isn't. Jenkins, come over here. Look at this photo.
Ah, the royals. Bless their souls.
What's all this brown stuff all over it?
Well, it's a used enema bag that backfired.
Okay, I see it. I take your word for it. Now what's so important about this enema bag?
Your enema bags have been used in a wave of enemas that are terrorizing the neighborhood.
Yes, I heard about it. It's given enemas a bad name, Bunyons.
Whoever is behind this has access to your warehouse of enema bags. No one is beyond suspicion, not even you, sir. Now, where were you this past Friday night between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m.?
I was busy.
Busy? Busy doing what?
I can't tell you, Bunyons.
Well, if you don't want to tell me here, you can come down to the station.
Okay, Bunyons. I was with a lady.
And what were you doing with this lady?
We was doing adult things with a used toothpick, a tub of Marmite, an enema bag, a bag of marshmallows, and a cricket bat.
Anything else?
We also had sex.
I see. And what is this woman's name?
Oh, I'd rather not say.
I'll need to speak with her to corroborate your story.
Damn it, Bunyons. I don't want her to get involved. You see, we've been seeing quite a lot of one another. And, well, she's a married woman.
So, her husband doesn't know.
She says her husband's too stupid to suspect.
Regardless, I must know her name.
Damn it, Bunyons. Okay, my lover's name is Sarah.
Sarah! What an interesting coincidence. My wife is also named Sarah. What is her last name?
Bunyons.
What?
Bunyons. Her surname is Bunyons. My lover is Sarah Bunyons.
Sarah Bunyons. What an interesting coincidence. My wife's surname is also Bunyons. Sarah Bunyons, yes. What color hair does your Sarah Bunyons have?
Blonde.
Blonde. What an my Sarah Bunyons also has blonde. It's interesting does yours have green eyes?
Yes.
My wife also green eyes. A mole on the
inside right leg, shaped like a star. Yes.
Inside right. Yes. Coincidence. Does she live at 42 Torbay Avenue?
NW6. Yes.
Her house, is it a
cheap, tasteless dive, reeking of bad taste and cheap furnishings.
Just like mine. In bed when she fakes climaxing, does she say, "Oh yes, yippee yum yums"?
Well, when she actually climaxes, she says, "Oh yes, yippee yippee yum yums, stud."
She calls you stud. What color underwear does she wear?
None.
Yes, neither does my wife. Her underwear drawer was lost during a small bedroom flash fire. What an amazing coincidence. You and your girlfriend should get together with my wife and myself for dinner. They've got so much in common. It's almost eerie. We'll continue with the adventures of Sid Bunyons. But first... If you're a subscriber, many thanks. We love you and appreciate your generosity. And if you're not a subscriber and you like the podcast, subscribe to us on the battery-operated Magic 2Pay podcast Patreon page for the uncensored and ruder full-length episodes, exclusive content, special events, offers, and even more cool shit. We aim to give you original, uncensored, well-produced comedy, and that costs money. You can also purchase the book, The Battery-Operated Magic 2Pay by Elliot Stein on Amazon. And you can visit our webpage at BOMT.UK. That's BOMT for Battery-Operated Magic 2Pay.UK.
And now we return to...
The Battery-Operated Magic 2Pay, the podcast!
Chapter 2, On the Great Brown Trail.
I needed to investigate all those who had an enema compulsion. So I went to the meeting of EA, Enema Anonymous. I was disguised as a man, and I used a false identity so no one would know who I was.
We have a new person in the group today. Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, well, don't tell us your name. It's anonymous. For example, everyone in this group knows that my real name is Calvin Mundhill, but they don't know that I'm the Calvin Mundhill, the influential MP, because if anyone found out that I have this problem, I'd be publicly disgraced. I'd lose my job. So I'm completely anonymous. No one knows who I am, because... Oh, shit. Oh, no. My name really isn't Calvin Mundhill. I mean, I don't really have a problem with my enemas. I'm just here because it's such an interesting building, the room, the chairs. Good example of a 21st century room. I just thought I'd stop to see how the other half lives. The people who have an enema problem, which I obviously don't. My constituents wrote, and I thought... at first hand. Oh, is that the time?
No, man, that's a no smoking sign.
No, on the clock, just above the no smoking sign.
Yeah, that's the time.
How interesting, the clock just happens to have today's time on it. Well, toodles.
I think our new group member gets what he's supposed to do, so tell us about yourself.
Ingeniously, I made up a story to cover the fact that I was investigating. I had to think quick. My name is, yes, that's who I am. You can call me... Yeah, and I've had terrible problems with enemas. I was a 10-bag-a-day man. I'd wake up in the morning and have an enema. I'd take the 7:15 to the office, sit in the enema car, and have 2 enemas by the time I arrived at the station. I'd arrive at the office. I'd have a cup of coffee and an enema at my desk. I'd have another enema before my first meeting, and in the afternoon, have 2 more enemas. Then I'd arrive home. My wife would be waiting there with a martini and an enema. I'd have 2 enemas during dinner, then I'd go to the pub all night and have enemas with my enema buddies. Go on. Well, I just love enemas. The bag, the sloshing of the soapy water, the smells, the sounds, the gentle tickling of the tool against my anal hole, the feel of Vaseline smearing across my hemorrhoid, the raising of the bag, the rush of the water in my arms, Are you guys okay? It was a mess. As I left, they were still cleaning up. By remarkable coincidence, in a badly written plot, one of the group members was Gary Gonkers, Z-list celebrity and star of the daytime soap opera Days of Our Enemas. Mr. Gonkers, Detective Bunyons, I'm investigating the recent epidemic of enemas in this neighborhood.
Surely you don't suspect me.
I suspect everyone and no one. And some people, and other people, and people you wouldn't normally suspect, but you've just got to, and other people you'd never believe. Well, anyway, I suspect everyone. I learned my lesson in the case of the missing toothpick.
What happened in the case of the missing toothpick?
Well, it went missing. We couldn't find it anywhere. It just disappeared off the face of the earth. Actually, this is nothing like the case of the missing toothpick. No oral or dental instruments are involved in any way. Now then, Mr. Gonkers, where were you this past Friday night between 11 p.m. and 1?
I was involved in a wild sexual free-for-all orgy with JB and this wild harlot Sarah Bunyons. She was so hot.
Yes, thank you.
Supposedly, her husband has failed to satisfy her even once.
Yes, thank you very much.
She said he's the worst lover in the world.
Yes, okay.
And that he has a microscopic dinky.
Yes, thanks. I got it.
If you're interested, she takes lovers all the time. She's a real...
Okay, I wrote it all down. Thank you. Little did I suspect, as I was interrogating Gonkers, behind me there was a mysterious man, dressed in black, slowly reaching into his pocket, looking at a tourist map of all the bright and interesting places in Lewisham. Suspicious, since there aren't any bright and interesting places in Lewisham. The stranger put the map back in his pocket and slowly walked away. We didn't see or hear from him for the rest of the investigation, and he was in no way involved in this case. Now then, why are you a member?
I'm not a member.
Please, let me finish my question. Why are you a member?
I am not a member.
Yes, you are.
No, this is a member.
Put that away.
I will not.
Then I'll show you my member.
Put your member away.
Only if you put your member away.
Okay, we'll put them away at the same time.
Fair enough. 1, 2,
3.
What I wanted to say before you showed me your member was, why are you a member of Enemas Anonymous?
Oh, I thought when you said member that you wanted to. Oh dear, what a silly mistake. I'll bet people are always making that mistake when you question them.
Actually, they always are. If you knew the number of people who take out their wee-wees during an arrest, you'd... Let's get back to the questioning. Why are you a member of Enemas Anonymous?
I don't like to tell this to people, but a couple of years ago, I had a problem with enemas.
What was that problem?
Enema bags. They remind me of Mother. She bore an amazing resemblance to an enema bag, and even though she looked like an enema bag, I didn't care. She was my mother. She died so horribly.
What happened to her?
Someone mistook her for an enema bag, and she misfired.
There, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I begged, I pleaded, I yelled, don't fill up my mummy to the brim. Don't. But they didn't listen.
I had no idea.
That's okay. How are you to know?
Now then, Mr. Conkers, can you think of anyone who may have just cause to enema-eyes unsuspecting victims?
Yes, there is a man, the only man I could think of who would do this. As a matter of fact, I have proof that he's behind this, and he's the man who's giving these enemas.
This could be an important clue. Who is it?
It is...
Suddenly, the lights went out.
What's that? In the darkness, it's Mama. Mama, it's you. You've come back. You've...
No, Conkers, watch out! It's not your mother!
Bunyons, help! I've been enemaed.
As I turned around,
Chapter 3, The Microwaved Anus.
I had been knocked unconscious. I woke up. I was in the office of J.B. the Enema King. I was tied up. J.B. aimed a rocket launcher at me. I began to suspect him. J.B., what are you doing?
You were getting too close to discovering my secret. You were about to unveil the mystery behind the mysterious enema fiend. I tried to keep it a well-kept secret, to commit the crimes discreetly. I thought it was the perfect crime, that no one knew or suspected me. That is, until you.
So, J.B., do you know who the enema fiend is?
It is I. Me is the enema fiend.
I didn't know whether to scream or correct his grammar. But why you?
There's something I want to show you, Bunyons. A well-kept secret. Bunyons, behold the future.
Oh my lord, I've never seen anything like that in my life. This is too amazing. This is beyond belief. What is that?
That's the doorknob. We gotta go through the door to see this amazing thing that's beyond belief. After you, Bunyons.
This is even more amazing than the doorknob. What is it?
This is the future of the enema. 22nd century enemas. The ordinary rubber bag enema bag will be obsolete. This is what's gonna replace it.
But what is it?
The future of enemas. Years and years of research. Behold, Bunyons, the microwave enema. No more soapy water. This machine will bombard the rectum with microwaves. Allow me to demonstrate. Harry, put the volunteer's arse in the test chamber. Bombard that arse with microwaves. Maybe we should try sound waves instead. Harry, clean up and bury the ashes and console the widow. Damn it. It's a setback in the microwave enema. Every time we try, we fry the person we're giving the enema to. We gotta keep up the race. We can't let Britain fall behind in the enema stakes. Already, the Japanese are perfecting the solar-powered enema. They got a great advantage over us in the enema stakes.
More money?
No, smaller arses.
I see. So you were giving people the enemas in order to gain the inheritance from your Aunt Hildy's estate and successfully dodge the tax laws?
No, Bunyons. I was trying to discredit the manual enema so that my new, improved enema of the future would become the thing.
What thing?
Well, the enema thing, of course. And now, Bunyons, I'm afraid you know too much. Go over there.
No, you're not going to.
You're gonna put your arse in the microwave enema.
No, please. If my arse is virtually disintegrated, it will be difficult to sit down.
You should have thought of that before you stuck your nose in our enemas.
I never stuck my nose into one of your enemas.
Then what's that brown stuff at the end of your nose?
Well, my nose may have inadvertently gotten close to one of your enemas, but I never did stick it directly in.
Put Bunyons' arse in the microwave enema. Any last words before we microwave your arse?
You can't defeat me. The forces of badness will never defeat the forces of not badness. You can beat me, you can torture me, you can carve embarrassing doodles on the bottom of my testicles. You can microwave my arse, but you can't defeat me.
Are you sure? I mean, if I microwave your arse, you'll surely be defeated.
Well, in a superficial sense of being defeated, as in you winning and me losing, yes, but in a broader sense, I won't be defeated. After all, if you microwave my arse, aren't you, in a matter of speaking, merely microwaving your own arse?
Not at all. Power on!
The epilogue. Later that night.
Okay, boys, arrest them all. And don't forget JB.
Curses, Bunyons! Before you take me away, tell me, how did you do it? How did you escape the microwave enema?
Elementary, Mr. Enema King. If you have a microwave oven at home, you'll know the dangers of microwaving metal.
You mean?
Yes. I was wearing my steel underpants just in case.
Just do one thing for me.
What?
Tell your wife that I love her and to wait for me.
Take him away. And so the case was closed on the case of the putrid enema bag. I went home that evening, but my wife wasn't there. She was at the prison waiting for JB to return. She was waiting with her boyfriends, all 26 of them. And so, thanks to me, once again, people can walk the streets without the fear of an enema.
Battery operated magic toupee. Upload stop. Disengage.
As we gain a higher understanding of stupidity, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. Hence we bid farewell to the battery-operated magic toupee, pooting and spooing and farting thick brown smoke as it dimly staggers from reality to reality on its moronic mission.
You have been listening to the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. It was performed and was written and produced by Elliot Stein. Copyright 2026. Gargoyle Entertainment. If you're a subscriber, many thanks. We love you and appreciate your generosity. And if you're not a subscriber and you like the podcast, subscribe to us on the Battery Operated Magic Toupee podcast Patreon page for the uncensored and ruder full-length episodes, exclusive content, special events, offers, and even even more cool shit. We aim to give you original, uncensored, well-produced comedy, and that costs money. You can also purchase the book, The Battery-Operated Magic Toupee by Elliot Stein on Amazon. And you can visit our webpage at BOMT.UK. That's BOMT for Battery Operated Magic Toupee.UK.